She lays her head on me to rest in the manner she would hold a man, but to her, I'm not really a man. Still, I want for her to grab me, to hop on top of me and grind herself against my threads, moaning in ecstasy as she rubs and humps herself against me, and I bring her climax into her joy into her calm, into my calm, her breath slowing down as she falls fast asleep onto my softness. Instead, she cries her exasperation out onto me, pouring all of her pain into my pillowcase, which becomes busy absorbing her bawling, wet with her weeping instead of her bliss. My fibers fervently soaking up all of her frustrations that are fighting for a place to be held. Someplace where her tears are safe to be heard. Her screams are stuffed into my fluff, muffling the sound but never the impact on my soft cotton core. She shakes me with a fierce vibration from her vocal cords, and although I have no ears to hear her, the sound alone is deafening. You can feel the ripping and tearing of her soul, the way she is wretchedly determined to slice her heart into little bite-sized pieces. As long as it means she can finally tempt someone into giving her a taste, but I don't have a mouth to feed on her desperation. I know it's painful. Separation. The splitting of two different concepts, but the darkness must be separate from the light. The shadow only exists within its contrast. The light only shines as brightly as the darkness allows it, and those brighter days can only happen once the darker nights have passed. I admit, I would rather feel her pleasure instead of her pain. I would rather soak up a wetness that didn't come from her tears, and I would much prefer the rubbing of her clit against my cloth. I would rather spend a moment of peace through her body as she spreads her legs onto me and I help her come into herself. But instead, she hits me. She screams onto me and she cries. She doesn't think this is hurting me. She just wants to take it out on me, and I let her. Because there's nothing else I can do. I can't hold you. I can't kiss you. No matter how desperately she clings onto me, I cannot cling back because I don't even have the voice to be able to tell her I'm sorry out loud. So instead, I'm gonna have to take the punches. I'm gonna have to take her weeping. I'll even allow her to rest her head onto me as I take her into a temporary world, and her tears are taken to dry on my sheets as she falls fast asleep onto my softness, because that is all I can do. Just take it. And I only hope she feels better in the morning. But love, it's never as nice as it should be.